This is 7 National News, and in our top story, the UAE Vice President, Prime Minister and ruler of Dubai, His Highness Sheikh Mohamed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, held talks with President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi of Egypt regarding bilateral ties between the two countries, as well as to review the agenda of the Egypt Economic Development Conference. The ruler of Dubai arrived at the Egyptian Red Sea resort of Sharm el-Sheikh on Friday in order to participate in the Egypt Economic Development Conference. At his meeting, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed reiterated the UAE's leadership's, government's and people's stand towards Egypt as it seeks to develop its economy and to provide prosperity to the people of Egypt. The ruler of Dubai also announced that the UAE will provide $4 billion in aid to support Egypt. The amount to be deposited in the Egyptian Central Bank will fund a number of development and service projects. His Highness Sheikh Mohammed made the announcement during a speech he gave at the conference in the presence of the Foreign Minister, His Highness Sheikh Abdullah bin Zayed Al Nahyan, the President of Egypt, and a number of heads of states attending the conference. He also noted that the UAE has provided $14 billion in aid to Egypt over the past 2 years, and said that the UAE will always remain by Egypt's side. The UAE has immunised millions of Pakistani children with more than 28.8 million polio vaccines in January and February this year as a part of the second phase of the Emirates Polio campaign, an initiative by His Highness General Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, the Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi and Deputy Supreme Commander of the UAE Armed Forces. The figures come as Bill Gates, the founder and co-chair of the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, has commended the efforts of the UAE and the Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi to eradicate polio. He highlighted the generous donations made by the UAE to the Global Alliance for Vaccines and Immunisation back in 2012, where it allocated $33 million to immunise children in Afghanistan and Pakistan. In an article titled "Gulf Countries at the Forefront in Improving the Lives of Poor People," Gates touched on the future vision of the lives of people in poorer countries, which is expected to improve at an accelerated and unprecedented pace. That's over the next 15 years in the field of healthcare, the low mortality rate among children, and the elimination of more infectious diseases. The Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi has so far donated 440 million dirhams towards global efforts to eradicate polio by 2018, with a particular focus on Pakistan and Afghanistan. In 2011, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed and the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation announced a strategic partnership to provide $100 million for the purchase and delivery of vital vaccines for children in Afghanistan and Pakistan. The completion rate of Phase 1 of the Dubai Water Canal project has now hit 40%. That's according to the chairman of the board and executive director of the Road and Transport Authority, His Excellency Mata Al-Taya. Revealing more details, Al-Taya stated that works under Phase 1 of the project includes the construction of a bridge on the Sheikh Zayed Road, comprising of 8 lanes in each direction. He also added that the completion rate in Phase 2, which includes constructing bridges on Al Wasl and Jumeirah roads, had reached 25%, while in Phase 3, featuring the construction of a 3-kilometre-long canal connecting Business Bay Canal with the Arabian Gulf, and the completion rate has hit 15%. The senior RTA official said that the Dubai Water Canal is a modern, unique, commercial and tourist destination project, which will further add glamour to Dubai and start a whole new lifestyle experience in the heart of the global city. Expressing his sincere thanks to residents and road users severely impacted by traffic diversion works for their cooperation with both the RTA and project contractors. Al-Taya said that the RTA is keen to ensure the safety of road users, and it has developed a plan for traffic diversions to ensure a smooth traffic flow. The traffic movement has been diverted on both directions of the Sheikh Zayed Road as well as Al Wasl Road. A new UAE airport security alert system now launched at the UAE airports will flag off authorities about passengers on watch lists before their arrival. That's according to a senior official at the General Civil Aviation Authority. The Assistant Director General of Strategy and International Affairs at the authority, Layla Ali Saif bin Hareb Al Maher, said that the wanted security alert system has greatly benefited the authorities in the country. Giving more details, the senior aviation official said that the system became operational at the end of last year and is currently being run under supervision of 200 nationals. Layla Ali Saif said that the majority of the cases being detected under the API are people coming back to the UAE on fake passports under a different name or those who are wanted for bounce checks. API information usually consists of data found in the machine-readable zone of passports and other travel documents, including full name, date of birth, gender, passport number, country of citizenship, and country of passport issuance. According to the International Air Transport Association, 30 countries now require airlines to send API before the flight's arrival, while another 32 governments plan to introduce similar requirements in the near future. And additionally, the licensing agency of the Road and Transport Authority is set to roll out its 31st number plates online auction starting this Tuesday, the 17th, which will continue for 3 days. Around 300 4- and 5-digit distinguished vehicle plates will be offered in the auction, spanning I, J, K, L, M, N, O and P codes. Registration will be available starting from the 17th and up until the last day of the auction. Potential bidders must have an account opened through the RTA's website or use the new link to obtain a new username and password. Participants should also have a vehicle registered in Dubai or a driver's license issued from Dubai, as well as a security deposit of 5,000 dirhams, which is refundable, which must be paid through one of the RTA's customer service centres. Sharjah residents are being warned that they could face a 500 dirham fine if they park near rubbish containers. According to reports, Sharjah municipality has issued a public notice warning motorists against disrupting rubbish bin operations and that repeat offenders will have their vehicles impounded. This comes as last month the municipality warned the public against parking in between buildings, as such spaces are allocated for use only in emergencies by the civil defence, ambulances and the police. And finally, looking to other news now, Dubai's culinary delights were once again on show during the return of the annual Taste of Dubai over the weekend, which is now in its 8th year, with celebrity chefs and live entertainment ensuring a festive atmosphere over 3 days. A large crowd had once again packed the Media City Amphitheatre as many flocked over to sample the different flavours of the world. With live entertainment and musical performances, together with a host of activities for young ones, the Outdoor Gourmet Festival was a huge attraction. More than 30 different outlets around the city featured some of their best items off the menu to highlight their culinary offerings and celebrate their passion for food. Although Taste of Dubai showcases the Emirates' vibrant hospitality sector, the event also shared the secrets behind preparing a gourmet meal at the Chef's Theatre. Among the highlights of this year were a number of celebrity chefs who headlined the event, including UK-based French chef Jean-Christophe Novelli, who prepared his signature couscous dish, which was inspired from his mother's cooking during his early years.
The most important things about the couscous, as we call it, which is a great name, I have to say, and simple to make, is a dish which probably only we used to be a lot of us around, sitting and even sometimes using our hands. It's fabulous. I demonstrate how to cut off the saturated fat, not using salt, and replace it with lots of fantastic spices and the way you introduce all your condiments and your ingredients. Therefore, it's basically a dish for my mother, who is still a great cook. She's 84 and she still cooks like a goddess. And I've simplified it in such a way people will understand it and enjoy repeating the dish.
Running until 10 p.m. on Saturday the 14th of March, visitors can sample food from new outlets such as Perry and Blackwelder's Smokehouse, as well as from those who have returned with new offerings such as Gaucho and Burj Al Hammam. According to the chief executive of the Lebanese restaurant, the freshly prepared kebabs and shawarma continue to be their most popular. Meanwhile, the executive chef from Gaucho's added that the event allows them to interact with customers and also increase awareness of their offerings.
Most of the people, they like the taste of the Arabic food. It's we have the one recipe as well, and most of the people and many nationality, they like the taste of the Arabic food. First, because it's fresh and daily making, daily preparation, and we have also many traditional foods. As you see, we have also the bird asafir. It's nice taste, and also it's very traditional dishes.
We're doing obviously our Argentinian beef, which is really unique for us. It's the only beef of this grade that comes from Argentina to Dubai. It's 100% grass-fed. It's all pure Argentine, and it gets delivered from Argentina directly to us in Gaucho. I mean, our location in Dubai is in Dubai International Financial Centre, which is a real destination place. And it's, unless you've been there, unless you go there regularly, it's difficult, to showcase what you can do. So this gives us a chance to see people that maybe every day that we wouldn't get to see, get to speak to, and it just takes all the fine dining element out of it and just gives us a chance to show what we do, have a little bit of fun, and just meet the people.